only you can plan and manage your career. You can blame bosses or blame a friend for not giving you the right information, but you own your career and your career plan.
How, Bob, when you got those amazing various taps on the shoulder, could you say to yourself, I'm ready enough? Or could you?
As I got older, I was ready enough. And sometimes when I got tapped on the shoulder, how do I say I don't want to do this, even though I'm capable of doing it? And there's been a few of those assignments in the last 5 or 6 years. But if your boss's boss, for instance, asks you to do something, and it's kind of out of your bailiwick, but that happened to me in a scenario about doing a project in India. And I went to my coach, Martin Brennan, and I laid it out, and I laid out the lovely, eloquent note I'd written as to why I won't take this on. And Martin said, are you planning to stay with the company for any time longer? And it went from there. And when I did take it on, I was reassured that it was the experience that my boss's boss saw that I was doing here and just apply it in India. Someone asked me as I was leaving Dell last summer, and they said, what are the things you're still working on as a leader? And listen carefully and be patient. And listening, because there are people coming around the place saying things to you that if you're in listening mode, they'll be hugely valuable. And don't dismiss them because of your bias.
You know, there are global leaders who are describing empathy as like the Achilles heel of Western civilization. But as you describe empathy, which is my understanding of it, it's taking the time to fully understand the other person, understand what motivates them, understand what their life or lived existence is like. Like, why wouldn't every leader want to demonstrate that?
If I step back, because I'm an engineer, to my leadership formula, which is leadership is about your intelligence quotient, your IQ, your emotional intelligence quotient, which is a differentiator, and then I would say curiosity. They're multipliers. Curiosity for me is you're so passionate about something you're doing that you're not afraid to ask a stupid question. Now, for me, there are 4 elements to emotional intelligence. Self-awareness, which we'll cover. Motivation. A boss of mine said one time, motivation can be defined as you're so passionate about what you do, you'll nearly come to work for free. Political awareness, not being political, knowing when to talk and knowing when to shut up. I've seen very bright people say the wrong thing at the wrong time. But the one that stands out is empathy. And it is, as I said, it's where I got most coaching, is understand it's a human being. Your boss is there as a human being. This person here who's struggling in a flat because of COVID is a human being. So understand, it's not rocket science, but take the time to understand the whole person.
Another area, Bob, that I work with a lot with clients is, I'm just going to describe it as managing the boss, right? And just making sure that in terms of, quite frankly, your own career prospects and being seen to have potential, there is a skill set required to manage the boss. Would you mind talking about that from your perspective and what you've learned on your journey?
If I had to select the one piece of coaching with my trusted advisor, Martin Brennan, we spend more time on than anything else is on managing your boss. Because most people, the cliche at this stage, they don't leave their companies, they leave their boss. And if I had to say, and I'm a pretty modest person, what I am good at is managing boss because I worked extraordinarily hard at it. And of course, the empathy factor comes in there very clearly. You've got to put yourself in the shoes of your boss. What's going on in their working life right now? Are they in the middle of some challenges that they have to deal with? And the best example I can give you with my boss when I first became a vice president was we had our regular one-on-one on a Tuesday at 1 o'clock. And I learned to study where he was, the pressure he was under, and I create each week a long list and a short list of things we needed to discuss. The short list is what I needed to get the week done and do my job. The long list was more developmental and futuristic. I learned to pick up after 10 seconds, time to put the long list away this week and stick to the short list. In doing so, you earn a great deal of respect from your boss, who respects you giving him or her back that time, and you'll have one of your sessions that will last an hour and a half. And that was really a great proof point.